There is a story told about St. Francis. It says that a man encounters him working in his garden and asks him, if you knew that the end of the world were coming at the end of today, what would you do differently? And St. Francis simply responded, I'd continue to work in my garden. For most of us Christians, we think that to attain holiness, we have to do heroic acts in the world. But in reality, what we're called to do is do that normal everyday things, to continue to work in our gardens, always trying to do God's will. In today's gospel reading, Jesus reminds us that to be a part of God's family, it means to do God's will, to continue to listen to the word of God and to put it into practice in the places where we work, in our homes, in our schools, wherever it is that we find ourselves. In today's first reading, we read these list of proverbs that call us to a virtuous life. If we follow God's will, we will become virtuous and holy people. Today, as we celebrate the memorial of Saints Andrew Kim Tae-gon and his companion martyrs, we realize that some of us are called to that heroic witness, just like these martyrs were. They gave their lives, but it wasn't their giving of their lives that made them holy, but also the fact that they did God's will in their lives that led them to that point of giving their lives for the Lord. At the end of it all, the question really should be not what should we do different, but rather, what would you do the same?